Hi everyone, and welcome back to Retrospectreviews, and in this episode I'm going to show you all the things that I've picked up in the month of April. Well, April's come and gone, and I thought it was time to show you guys the things that I've picked up in that month. Now, I didn't think I picked up that much, but once I put it all together, it's not as big as some of the other videos. If you haven't seen them, I'll leave a card up here somewhere, and you can go and check those out. So it's a pretty good little stack of things. It was a bit slow in April, and majority of the stuff I picked up over 1 or 2 weeks throughout the month. So yeah, so let's get stuck into it and see what I picked up. So first up, I've picked up Pearl Harbor Zero Hour for the PC. Wasn't sure if this was going to work on Windows 10, but surprisingly it does, and it's not a bad little game. It kind of reminds me of an Amiga game I used to play back years ago called Wings of Fury. So yeah, it was not bad. So I'm looking forward to playing a little bit more of that. The next thing I picked up, and this is just small, I don't know why, but yeah, just picked up this unsealed copy of Family Tree Maker for the Mac. Completely sealed, still got the plastic on it, so obviously I think when these were really popular was when the TV show Where Do I Come From started, and everyone was getting into doing the family trees. They would buy the software, and then most of the time it would just sit on the shelf. And I think eventually Ancestry.com did release a web-based version, so you didn't really need the software on the computer all the time. You could just do all your family history and keep it online, and you'd never leave it. So picked that up. I think somebody had this in the garage, so I picked this up actually from the local recycling centre in my area, and yeah, they just left the $2 sticker on there, but I got it in a bit of a bundle deal with some other games, which I'll show in a couple of minutes. But yeah, Family Tree unsealed for the Mac. Another game that for the PC I did get from the recycling centre is Tropico Trilogy. So this has got 1, 2 and 3. So basically I guess it's like SimCity or any of those games where you simulate some kind of event. This you simulate you're a dictator and you run the island. Haven't played it yet. I did see a copy of this in a thrift store, and I kind of went, oh, I didn't really want to get this type of PC games. Yeah, I wanted to stick to just getting the big box. But it kind of intrigued me a little bit. So eventually I did go back to get the game, but it was gone. So yeah, I was pleased to find this at the recycling centre. This could be even the game that I saw at the thrift store. So I was happy with that. Right, the next thing I picked up was another PC game called Dangerous Australians. I think this is probably exclusive to Australia. It was one sold at our local post office. This again I think was just at a thrift store somewhere. So basically I think it's more like an education software where you go around and it teaches you the dangers of Australian animals. Personally, I haven't played it yet, so I might give it a go one day. I'm not sure if it will run on Windows 10, so I'll have to try it out and find out. Lastly, for the PC, I picked up this Windows Live 1 Care Center at a Boots sale. Didn't really need it. I just liked the design of the box, and thought I don't have anything like this in my collection yet. So probably never use it, but I just thought it was nifty. It's still got the product key, everything. Apparently the person I bought this from said that they got it with their PC or their laptop, and they never used it. It just sat on the shelf, so not bad for $1. Just a bit of novelty to have in the collection. Okay, now let's move on to consoles, and I did pick up a couple of I think I picked up one PS2 game, and the rest were all original Xbox, and a few Xbox 360s. So starting off with the PS2, just picked this up last week in April. So I picked up another SingStar Anthems, Pretty good deal. Got it for $3. Wasn't really going to collect the SingStar stuff, but when I got the kit for the microphone, and these things pop up everywhere. I probably don't have many to go now to get the full collection on the PS2, but I didn't have Anthems, and they really didn't have anything else. The only other PS2 game they had was SingStar 80s, and I've already got that, so picked up that. Right, now moving on to Xbox. So this first game I only picked up at the end of April, just squeezed it into my pickups for April, and that was ATV2 quad power racing. I do have the first one on the PS1, so I thought I'll grab this one for the Xbox, because I play the original Xbox probably more than I would play the PS1, because I haven't got really many games for the PS1, and most of the games for the PS1, they're not really ones that I would play. A lot of the cheaper end PlayStation games. So I picked up that, so I'm looking forward to having a go at that on the Xbox. The other Xbox original games that I've picked up were from the recycling centre. Somebody must have took a big stack up. Couldn't buy them all, so I got what I thought were the best ones, or ones that I might actually enjoy playing. So first off, I got The Godfather. So I haven't played that yet, so I'm looking forward to trying that out and seeing what it's like. It does have disc and manual. It does have the disc and the manual. Quite good condition, these ones. So I think whoever had these looked after them quite well. The next Xbox original game I got was Scarface. Manual and disc again, like I said. In excellent condition, must have just set them on the thing. Haven't played this yet. Have heard it's not the best game in the world, so I'll just give it a go and see how it goes. Now, another one I was excited when I saw this, and I thought, I don't remember Jaws being out on the original Xbox, but there it is, Jaws Unleashed. I have watched a few reviews of this, and yeah, it's a bit of hit and miss. Apparently, it gets a bit repetitive after a while, but another game I'm looking forward to trying out and completing. Moving on to more Xbox original games. Another game, when I saw it on the shelf, thought, why is this still here? I must have just got there just as they put these on, and it is Rocky Legends. Now, I had to go at this. This is a top game, a lot of fun. Really need to get an off-sider to play this with. Might have to talk a friend or somebody into having a bit of a Rocky bout. So excellent. Got Rocky Legend. Another one I got. I do remember playing this when it was released on the Xbox years ago. Really didn't get into it. So that was Peter Jackson's King Kong. So once again, excellent condition, so I was happy with getting that. So the next one I got is the collector's edition of True Crime. It's in the tin. Yeah, got the manual, it's got the map, it's got everything, the disc. So I haven't played, I've got True Crime on a few other systems, but I haven't really played it yet, so looking forward to that. And lastly on the, that was it. That was the last original Xbox game I got for April. Moving on to the Xbox 360 games now. And this one I got, I was just curious about it, but I've recently found out Call of Giselle, the Cartel. I have originally, get this in frame. Originally picked this up just out of curiosity. I'm sure there's other people out there that know more about this series. Didn't realise this was a series. I just thought, oh, Western, that looks interesting. I will pick that up. So I haven't played it yet. So I'm looking forward to having a go at that one. Another one I thought, I definitely got to pick up is 007 in the collector's tin. This looked absolutely awesome. Used to be a big 007 fan. I still watch I think this is the Quantum of Solace one, yeah. they did have the other James Bonds there, but my budget was starting to peak out, and I thought I'll grab the collector's tin. So I got that one, but if they've still got the other ones when I next go to the recycling centre, I think I'll grab them as well. So yeah, I used to be a big James Bond fan. Don't watch them that often, but yeah, when the new one comes out, I usually go and see it, or I'll get it on video. So I got that. Another one, this one I brought off eBay. I did a Mega Drive gameplay, Bonza Brothers, and no, sorry, Master System Bonza Brothers gameplay. I'll leave a card up somewhere, and you can go and check that out if you want to have a look at that. And somebody asked me if you could get Bonza Brothers on the modern consoles because it looked fun, and I did mention about this Mega Drive Ultimate Collection. I think it's called something different in the States, maybe even in Europe. But I thought I might get that myself. I do have it on the PS3, so I've now got it on the PS3, got it on the Xbox 360, and it comes with a heap of Mega Drive games. And I think they've even released it now on the PS4 and the Xbox One, and I wouldn't be surprised on the Switch by now. So that's another one. And lastly, another one I got from the recycling centre for the 360, and I thought definitely picking that up, and that is Ghostbusters. I heard that this is a really good game, so I was happy when I saw this. I've played a little bit of it, but it's another one of those games where you really got to put time into it. So when I get me holidays again, I might sit down and play this a bit better. Moving on to the last of the games that I've picked up. Now I've picked up 2 games for the DS in April. Once again, just got these just at the end of April. Went to a garage sale and I was talking to the person holding it. Said, do you have any game stuff, computer games, video games? She said, oh, I do have my kids had a Wii and they had DS's, they no longer play them anymore. But she wasn't sure what to charge people for them. So I said, oh, bring them out, I'll go through them, tell you if there's any games they're worth selling you like higher prices for. Not many on the Wii. Most of the Wii games were the cheap, low budget ones because she said I didn't usually buy a lot of high price games because the kids would play it for a little bit and then chuck it to the side. But for the DS, there was a decent selection. A lot of them I already had or weren't interested in. But the 2 DS games I did pick up was Diddy Kong Racing for the DS. I've got this on the N64, and I wouldn't mind. I can't remember what other system they released that on, so I might have to look that up. So I got that. Incomplete. It's almost like brand new. So I'd say they got it and played it once or twice and never played it again, which I don't know why, because Diddy Kong's an excellent game. And Mario Kart for the DS. This it's in good condition again. Most of the games were in reasonable condition. I'd say the kids got them and then didn't really play them that much. But I've got this on the Wii. I got Mario Kart on the Wii. I'd like to get it on the Wii U, but at the moment. So now I've got it on the DS, so I can play that. So that's pretty cool. Also at that garage sale, she did have a heap of Skylander things, but I'm not sure if I really want to collect the Skylander stuff. I still haven't got a base for it yet to plug it into the Xbox 360 or the Wii or the PS3. But I was going through the box and she had a couple of these. Basically, she threw these in for free. So the couple of Avenger amiibos. I've got Thor and Iron Man. And so that was pretty cool. Right, so that's all the games that I picked up for April. I did pick up a few other things, and I got something sent I backed on Kickstarter that got sent to me, and that is the movie The Commodore Story. I'm not sure if you can still purchase this. I'm assuming they're still selling this off their own website. So if you're into 8-bit computers and or 16-bit computers, because it goes into the Amiga, so it tells the story of how the Commodore machines began with the Commodore PET, the VIC-20, the Commodore 64 and the Amigas. So if you're interested in that, it tells about the founder and how it came about that he got into computers. Very interesting story. And also with the Kickstarter, I also got the companion book. And I'm sure there was other levels that I couldn't actually afford at the time. The back where you got, I think, soundtracks and so forth. So this is a double-sided 4K HD. Oh no, sorry, it's only a high definition Blu-ray. So I got those. That's from a Kickstarter. If I can find a link to where you can actually purchase those, if you want to get a copy of yourself, I'll leave it in the description down below. I also picked up 2 VHS copies of Lucky Luke, the animated series. I used to love the comic book when I was a kid. It's a bit like Asterix or Tintin. So yeah, well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing the pickups that I got for the month of April. So I also want to thank the new subscribers that have joined the channel, and welcome to you guys. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because the notification bell will let you know every time I upload a new video on Fridays. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and also to hit that share button, because sharing this video and liking it helps the channel grow even more. Don't forget to leave a comment down below if there's any of these games that you think are absolutely awesome to play. And maybe you can recommend me a game as well that I should keep an eye out for them pick up. So I'm approaching my 50th episode, so I might do something a little bit special for that episode. So don't forget to tune in for that. Well, that's it for me. Once again, thanks for joining, and I'll catch you next week. Bye for now. VHS tapes that I picked up that I was fond of when I was a kid. I liked the comic book, and used to, every time the cartoon was on, I used to grab it. And that's 2 videotapes of Lucky Luke, and I got them for, okay, my Back to the Future hat just fell down.